What's your business here?
Hello.
That doesn't answer my question, really. And by the way, you notice this right away. He's actually speaking in Mandarin Chinese. And yet, because of the Pip-Boy 6900, you are all able to understand him.
Wow.
Can he understand us if we speak? You know what? Hey, buddy, how's it going?
He will,
Well, of course he understands us. I just said hello, and he already just...
hi.
He says, give me a minute, and he slings a bag off his shoulder, fiddles through it, and pulls out a little device, presses the button, and says, alright, now we should be able to talk. What's your purpose here?
Hello.
Okay, that doesn't answer my question.
Well,
Why are you here?
Oh, we're
We're-
heading over to Deadhorse.
yeah, what she said.
And why are you going to Deadhorse, exactly?
I think for supplies and stuff.
You don't even remember what your job was?
Yeah,
It was this
I
morning.
don't.
So,
I'm gonna say because I completely forgot, Aunt just blanked on it.
okay, does Papa Skuff remember?
Do I remember?
You weren't there.
None of us remember, I swear.
Maybe I would say retcon. Aunt is kind of like spacing because she sees that Marcus is a robot.
You're right.
Robo-pal.
Close parenthesis.
Papa Skuff, do you remember why you guys are going east? The job the overseer gave you guys?
Pretty
Yeah.
sure we all forgot.
So, me and my pals are going over east for a supply run, as our
That's-
new established camp is in need of dire supplies.
It's not why.
Oh my god, we all
I
forgot.
know that.
Overseer, you could say that's no. Remember, the overseer sent us after a robot. I mean,
Oh, sorry, little voice in my head kind of corrected me. See, my
I'm not in your head. I'm right here.
Our overseer sent us to search for a robot.
I'm not
of a
in your head.
variety.
I'm right here. Can't you? And she like waves her hand in front of your face.
Oh, hey, Mandy, how's your father?
She like looks like she really wants to punch you, but she doesn't.
I do not blame her.
I like smile like you know like the oh, what's that word? Like the dumbly innocent ignorant. I'm gonna ignorantly smile at her because I'm dumb. Yeah.
Boy.
She switches sides of the group
Hi, I'm Goku.
to be away
Hey,
from you.
it's me, Goku.
Marcus, how do you react to these 4 people here?
Just sort of watching. See what happens. O_O.
My god.
I thought we were going for supplies.
Is this a lie?
No, Aunt genuinely forgot.
Because again, the overseer sent you after the robot.
I know, but Aunt forgot.
Okay, Mandy just said it out
I
loud.
know, but she's telling Mandy like I thought, like I goofed. I thought we were going for something else, but turns out we weren't.
Hey, sir, that's a nice robot there. Hey, what's your name, good mister?
Who, me?
Yes,
Oh.
you.
I'm Marcus. What's your name?
My name is Papa Skuff. Nice to meet you, Marcus.
Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too.
Nice.
Sorry. I'm sorry, British listeners.
How's the fire going?
I'm so sorry to anyone. This is why I didn't do an accent for Aunt, because I knew I am horrible at accents.
I was forced into this.
You started it like that actually, and then I had to remind you. Lieutenant Shin, is the man standing in front of you. He says, "Right, yeah, I'm Lieutenant Shin. Now, right, yeah, we've gotten our courtesies out of the way. You can go ahead and get along then. Try to stay out of our way, though.
Well, what are you guys doing?
That's none of your business, really.
Well, hey, I can make it our
Okay,
business.
Papa
if
Skuff,
I
shut the fuck
maybe
up.
slide a little bit of these your way, and I'm gonna
Papa
like,
Skuff, shut the fuck up.
Hey, Scuff, that's the idea.
and then Papa, how's it going? No, I'm not doing
What?
that.
Wait, what?
Hey, so I'm going to here. How about this? We can help you out. Do you need any help? Because we could use maybe a little bit of your help, mister. You see, that's a fine robot over there. You know, this is a fine robot. And
Are you
have to
are you
see
trying to make him?
our party, and by party I mean our camp, our vault per se. Well, not really a vault anymore.
Camp Barrow.
As you see, we're from our camp. See, we set up camp over there, off over yonder. I'm gonna point over where we came from, and you see, our overseer lady person who sent us out over here. By the way, very nice lady. Smokes a lot though, so don't get your hopes up. But
Wasn't really
so
okay.
she sent us over here to find a robot per se, and well, your pal over here, Marcus, he kind of fits the bill. So I'd like
Are you
to
making an offer?
make an offer. Yes. What would you take for this magnificent fellow if he consents? Because he does have sentience, and consent is very important. How much would you part for him?
Tell you what, that's not really up to me. But once we're done with him in Deadhorse,
Oh, you guys are also going to Deadhorse.
you might be able to hook yourselves up with the guys up top and figure out some sort of deal. And Tyrone, to you, Papa Skuff says, "Why don't you lead him astray a little bit? Sounds like a pretty good offer,
Well,
but I bet you could do a little better."
Well, all right, okay. So I like that idea. I have a counter offer. Okay, how about you? Well, we'll do that. We'll go along with that. However, yeah, you know what? No, we'll just go with it. I can't.
Hey, Skuff.
Oh, yeah, Pops. What's going on?
He points into the camp and he says, "They got sleds.
Oh, is that a sled? I see. I've only read about those.
Look." And as he's pointing, he points at a loose collection of bobsleds, headed by very large-looking wolves.
Oh, wolves.
Oh boy, howdy. Hey, do you like wolves? Cause I got a story to tell you.
Papa Skuff, no.
What? Why don't you... Hey, Skuff,
Oh yeah.
the sleds. Weren't you
Oh,
guys just talking earlier
yeah.
about a
Hey,
little bit of transportation?
hey, man. See, we're in need of transportation too. The Deadhorse. So how about we tag along with you? Huh? You got some nice sleds over there. I'm pretty sure it could handle the insert number of amount of people. The four of us. That's how many people are here. Technically 5 if you count my father over there.
No. We do not have enough room to just have strangers on our sleds. That's not going to happen.
Well, we're
I hate to turn you down. I hate to leave. I know. I hate to leave you in a pickle, but I can't do it. And he turns away and takes Marcus with him.
Wait, no,
Wait, before you
no,
go.
no, Papa Skuff, stop!
All right, okay.
Well, I mean, maybe Marcus goes with him. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll go with him.
Wait, stop. Okay, Aunt is gonna walk after him and be like, well, if we rode with you, you would also be strangers to us. You'd be just as likely to murder us.
And Papa Skuff, Tyrone, taps your shoulder and he says, "The sleds, before they get the chance to load them up."
Well, Father, you see, I am an upstanding citizen, and those don't say scuff on 'em. So I don't know, Father.
Well, what if you pick up some of the snow and smear it on the side so it says Skuff?
Well, then it would say scuff, and therefore, technically by laws of, hey, that's my name on it, I would own it. All right.
Who's he talking to?
All right, Father, let's go. I'm gonna wander all over there to the bobsleds, and I'm gonna smear my name in snow on it.
I'm gonna have you roll a stealth check, actually.
Oh, good. Where the frickle frack am I there? That is an 88 plus stealth stuff, which is a number that is 20. So, 108.
No one rolled even close to that. So you are able to easily just like walk through the camp in your bright ass blue and yellow vault jacket, and unless Tal's character wants to roll a perception against that, or whatever, a perception save.
Sure. Don't Mr. Handy's have like 3 cameras like looking all around them though?
Yeah, but you might not notice.
Alright.
So just go ahead and roll perception save.
86.
And Papa Skuff, what'd you get?
108.
Yeah, so you don't notice as Papa Skuff kind of walks around you. Lieutenant Chin has kind of started walking into one of the tents and you're following him. You don't notice as Papa Skuff skirts around you and heads to one of the bobsleds and just starts rubbing snow on it.
I'm rubbing my name in snow on it.
Yeah. You spelled it wrong. It's 2 F's.
And let me get to it, Father. I
Right.
continue writing my name in snow.
The K is backwards.
All right. Well, it has my name on it now, so technically I own it. I'm going to just holler for my friends who are on the other side of the camp. Hey guys, let's get going with my new bobsleds.
I think I think everybody, like everyone in the camp, looks up and sees you on the sled hopping in, and they look at Lieutenant Shin, and he's just like, "Go, get on the sleds!"
Oh,
And I'm actually going to
well, I'm already
have us
on it.
all roll initiative.
Oh,
I want to stay out of this battle. I honestly just want to step back and be like, yeah.
Whatever you decide to do, we're rolling initiative though.
What do I roll for that?
It's a D20 plus your initiative modifier, which should be on your character sheet.
your initiative modifier is
no,
your agility.
It's
your agility modifier.
yeah, it's just your agility mod. My bad.
I got a 7.
5.
That is a 17.
Hello, dear listeners. The next 30 minutes is us brutally murdering. Is going to be the brutal murder of Papa Skuff.
In which we all
Like
let
this
him
is
die.
like just gonna get cut.
I know, but if in the off chance that you're like, nah, it's not because you know, then boom, fair warning. If you guys do not like graphic content, well, what are you
You don't
doing
graphic
here?
As if we haven't already had graphic content.
It's like the video game that has a tutorial like 30 minutes into the game.
Oh, it's like Red Dead Redemption, where the entire game is tutorial. No, it's a long tutorial. Red Dead Redemption 2 has a long tutorial.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Mandy is gonna go first. She sees that you are trying to steal a bobsled, and she looks at you, Ant, and she says, "Oh shit! Should we try to get out?"
I think, whatever's coming next, we should probably just, avoid it.
You can't just leave him to die," says Howard.
Well, I don't think he's gonna die. I just think that there are consequences for his actions, and maybe he should probably get a good scolding for trying to steal a bobsled. I don't want to help him. He's doing something really bad. You think there's any way we could talk him out of this?
I think right now we should probably get out of harm's way. And Mandy is going to, without further conversation, she's going to scan the area and kind of see one of the tents and try to duck behind it. And that's going to be her turn. She's just ducking behind one of the tents. Or she's making her way toward one of the tents. She's not quite all the way there.
Okay.
It will be your turn, Ant.
I'm going to follow with her.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right. I think a couple of the members of this group is going to see you two trying to duck behind the tent and they're going to try to. I think they're going to lift arms and try to take a couple shots off at you guys.
What? But we're babies.
Because I think, as far as they know, you're part of this whole situation.
Is it like an action to like just yell at them like, "Hey, don't shoot, don't shoot"?
I think they're going to shoot once, and then you get the chance. How's that?
Okay.
Let's see. I don't remember how weapons even work, so I'm just gonna eyeball it. I'm just gonna do that kind of thing where I just like say whatever it is. So I'm gonna say they have a 10 millimeter. They're gonna take a shot at you,
Okay.
Ant. That is a 7 to hit, which would not hit.
It would not, I believe. Is it
It
DR?
skids past you.
Is it DR?
It doesn't hit you. No, it doesn't hit your DR.
Okay.
So they take a shot, and it goes right into the snow behind you. You hear it go. That's how bullets sound. And they're gonna go to reload their gun for another shot. This is your chance.
Okay. Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Don't steal our bobsled.
We're not stealing. He is, but we're not.
You're together, and he's gonna take another shot.
We don't endorse his actions.
That is an 11 to hit, which doesn't hit, I
Okay.
don't think. And his last shot is going to be a 14 to hit.
That luckily doesn't hit.
Yeah, so he takes a couple shots at you and misses. Papa Skuff, a bunch of the people here are making their way towards the other bobsleds, trying to get things loaded up before you can. And actually, there was a couple guys by some of the bobsleds, not exactly right by you, who managed to take off and get the thing going before you. Papa Skuff, it's going to be your turn.
So the bobsled, yeah. I'm assuming it's like drawn by like wolves or something.
Yeah, it's drawn by wolves.
Are there wolves on this bobsled?
There are.
Okay. So you said one of the guys already started taking off, right?
A couple of them did. I'd say one or two of the bobsleds is trying to get ahead of you.
I'm going to chase after them with it, with the bobsled.
All right.
Try to like get to the side of them, like catch up to them.
Is there a driving? There's not. I'll just say agility save.
Agility save, like just agility score, like D20.
Just,
Save. Yep. That's the
D100.
thing. Yep.
Just kind of fast and loose because there's no driving skill really.
Please.
I would say agility would be good.
It is 65.
I think with 65, you have a bit of trouble figuring out the reins or whatever. You're trying to figure out which one's which, and you get them crossed up a little bit. So I think you'll be able to start the sled next turn.
All right.
It is going to be Howard Todd's turn, and he's gonna see what's going on up ahead, and he's gonna yell at Mandy and Ant and saying, "Come on, guys, they're shooting at you! Come on, we gotta get out!" And he's going to run towards the sled and make it about halfway there during his turn, trying to duck out of the way of anyone in the way. Marcus, it's your turn.
I guess I'm gonna help the guys load up the sleds.
All right. So that's going to be your movement to get over to the sleds. So basically, the area you're in, right? There's the highway on the left. Then there's a row of tents directly to the right of the highway, and then sort of to the right, and there's to the right of the tents. There's like a little central area where the fire was, and then to the right and front of that is where the bobsleds are. You are Marcus. You'd be running from sort of right outside the tents. So I'd say, what's your movement speed?
40? It's the one at the top, right?
It should just say speed. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd say you're with 40 feet. That's pretty fast. You're able to get to the bobsleds and just kind of start helping up with some of the last few things. It's kind of where the piles of weapons were actually. So that's what mostly they're loading up. I think I mentioned this last time. There's like some. Let me see if I can find where it is. So there's So like I said, there's like mostly weapons. Some of the drugs they found in the town, and then there's like a couple like different food items like beer and shit. So yeah, they're loading that kind of stuff into the sleds. And then we're gonna go back to the top of the turn order. Mandy, she's gonna look at you, Ant, and then she's going to take a sprint forward after Howard.
Yeah. Oh, this is a moral dilemma. Okay, so the problem that I feel like Aunt is having is Aunt is a pretty good gal. We all know her. So right now she's kind of going through the moral dilemma of, like, we shouldn't steal, and we shouldn't, basically encourage this behavior from Papa Skuff.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, these guys are kind of shooting at us, and, like, I don't want to die or be taken hostage, It's like, so she's currently going through, like, the dilemma of, like, do I, is this, going against, like, my dad's wishes on me staying, like, safe? Does like, trying to be a pacifist count against that? Does it count for that? Like, she's practically kind of frozen because there's just, like, it's something I can barely decide on, because part of me, like, as a player, wants to go the more interesting route and
Yeah.
see what happens if if at least Aunt tries to, like, calm these dudes down and, like, try to get on their good side and try to be like, hey, please don't kill us. But on the other hand, part of me is, like, scared that's not gonna work. I mean, you're not gonna, like, kill Aunt, are you?
No, it's too early to kill Aunt.
Okay, yeah, then I'm probably gonna take the more interesting route of, Aunt is instead probably gonna try to, like, continue the pacifist thing and trying to stop Papa Skuff instead of trying to, like, just hurry after him to get out. She's probably gonna shout, like, at the mean boys, at the shooty boys, like, fuck, what would be... I'm not sure if surrender...
It sounds like this is going to be a persuasion, or a speech, rather.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is, like, a surrender thing, but probably... I don't know, maybe she might say something like, I surrender. I'm honestly conflicted. I feel like Aunt is probably gonna pull, an I surrender, because if she is... Like, she wants to prove that she is truly not endorsing Papa Skuff's actions. She wants to prove that she is not a part of this. Then she would have probably no qualms just being like, hey, don't kill me, please. Bada bing, bada boom. I will literally let you guys hold on to my weapons. Just don't kill us. Don't kill me. Don't kill my friends. It'd be better to surrender and fight another day.
Yeah.
Or make friends instead than to fight and make enemies for the future. That's, not a good roll. Let's see, that is 55.
Okay. That's not terrible. Could be a lot worse.
That's not a great roll, though.
Could be a lot worse.
It could be.
You could have a terrible modifier. I'm gonna say the guy who's holding the gun up facing at you, he's kind of like... Are you still standing in the same spot?
Yeah, I'm just kind of now, like, holding up my hands. Like, don't shoot! Like, I surrender, don't kill us!
He looks like he's about to take another shot. And then he lowers the gun.
Ooh, yeah. Aunt calms down a bit. Just like, oh, thank God he's not gonna kill us. Or at least, hopefully not.
I think he's going to say, stay right there. And he's going to walk over to the tents, kind of holding the gun up, sort of in your direction. He's like looking over his shoulder as he walks towards the tents. And he digs through some of the equipment on the outside of the tent, and he finds a rope.
Ah.
Eh.
I see what's going on here.
And he quickly walks back and ties you up, and he drags you off toward the bobsleds.
I mean, I don't know what I expected.
This isn't what I
gotta
expected.
admit, this is kind of what I expected, but, like, for some reason I was like, oh, that's not gonna happen, and then it just proceeds to happen, like, yeah. That's gonna
And he
happen.
kind of tugs at the rope and says, come on, hurry up. And Papa Skuff, it's going to be your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna take off towards the fucking, like, try to catch up to the guys who already took off.
Right. Go ahead and roll your agility.
That is 121.
Damn, that's actually really good. So once you get the reins sort of figured out on the bobsled, you kind of do the whip thing, like, wha-cha, and they get going pretty quickly right away. There's a bit of like a puff of snow behind the sled. I would say you're probably about 60 feet behind the one sled that took off.
All right.
The two sleds that took off.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just trying to get like side by side with them.
Right. And Howard is also running. Howard and Mandy are both running toward the sled that you're on. Howard first. He is getting closer. Right as you take off, and he gets hit with a puff of snow, and he says, Papa Skuff, come on, let me on. And he keeps running at you.
Okay, gotta go.
And he says, shit, and he hops into the sled next to where you were, and he gets ready to launch that thing off once Mandy gets in. Marcus, it's your turn.
So are we done loading the sleds by now?
I would say, yeah, you're getting done. It's mostly people that need to get to the sleds at this point.
Well, now you got one extra.
I'm gonna help the guy with the hostage.
The guy with the hostage. All right.
Thank you for
The hostage being Ant.
Yeah, thank you for remembering my name.
Yeah. The hostage being Samantha Brown. Yeah. The guy with the hostage comes up and walks up to one of the, well, he runs more like up to one of the sleds, putting his 10mm into his holster. He says, "Can you help me with the hostage?"
You got it.
And I'm assuming, are you like trying to lift Ant into the sled?
Yeah, I guess.
Because I don't think Ant's legs are tied. I think it's probably just her arms.
Yeah, basically just gonna guide her into the sled.
All right.
Come on, let's go.
Okay. Ant is just gonna comply for now. She's gonna ask one important question to you. To you, my boy. Okay, Tal, who's your character's name again?
Marcus.
Marcus. Alright, Marcus, this is a very important question from Ant. So, I have curiosity, about how old are you in robot years?
Would I know?
Are you a teenage robot? Are you an adult robot?
Would you know, I'm exactly 18.
That's too old.
No, I don't know. I would say it's. I don't know if robots really have an age.
Maybe Ant should put off robot dating until she's an adult then.
I was gonna say, like, at least in lore of like the Fallout lore, I know the robots were made before the war.
A lot of robots were made before the war. That is true, but I don't think they ever reach. I think they start physically mature. You know, they don't. Like, they're built and then they've reached physical maturity. They don't like.
Wait a minute. Don't my files have like dates on them? Like date created?
I would like to have you roll a check of some sort. An intelligence save, I guess. Just to see if you can find them.
Roll
68.
I would say the earliest file you can find is from the year 2070. I don't know if that's actually congruent with the lore, but I'm going to say 2070.
Wait, do I know the current year?
21 something, probably.
Roll 7 sets of percentile dice to figure your age.
I don't know. It's been an indiscriminate amount of years. I would say, you know, I don't, because I don't want to like just put a date on the whole campaign within like the Fallout lore, you know. I would say, vaguely speaking, it takes place mid 2100s, I guess.
So I'm at least 30.
Yeah, I don't know. It takes place within the 2100s. 21XX, I'll say that. Because I just don't feel like committing to like any specific point in the lore, you know? Not that it's really that important, but just...
It's not important, but it's a personal preference.
I'd say probably closer to 2100 than 2200. It's been a couple generations in the vault, but not that many.
Now, but that's human years. What about robot?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I broke her. I'm sorry,
I did kind of dodge the question. I
broke
You
the
are
entire
6.
campaign. Yeah.
He's in a
Wait.
constant time period of 1 year old.
Oh, then that's no.
16.
Yes.
Wow.
Hi, I'm 12, and what is this?
The year is 1932, yeah?
So
Can we just retcon Ant's age?
no. If Marcus is too old, she'll just put off robot dating until she's old enough.
We'll just have like the next scene, and then we'll have like a title card that says 2 years later. just
No.
Marcus is
There's other robots out there she can date, okay?
Marcus is robot years old.
If Marcus is too old, then there is someone else that she can find. There are plenty of robots there's plenty of robots in the wasteland. You know?
Well, because I don't know, I'd say Marcus is probably adult robot. You know?
Yeah, he seems like an adult robot, so too old for Ant.
I'm just gonna say, adult old?
I was made in 2070.
Ant looked a little disappointed hearing that.
Ah.
Just,
Okay, boomer.
okay.
No, I hate the idea that Marcus is a boomer.
Whose turn was it just now?
It was Marcus's. I just
I was ending my turn, I think.
Mandy is going to. She has to react to Ant being like tied up, but also, I think she's going to hop into the bobsled that Howard is in, and she's going to lift her energy pistol in kind of in a bit of a rush and try to take a couple shots at the guy who has captured you.
Ooh.
Or she's gonna try, but she's like shaking, like not ready for this. So let's see how this works for her. I'm gonna give her disadvantage on this roll. Okay, well the first one doesn't hit anyway. She gets 2 chances. And the second one also doesn't hit anyway. So she tries to take a couple shots at the guy, but she's shaking so wildly that they kind of just fly into the air and like hit a bird.
Good shot.
She hits a bird and it falls into the ice ocean.
Oh no, we can't even eat that. Okay, never mind. That's not a good shot. Can't even eat the bird.
And then it's gonna be your turn, Ant. Which, I mean, what are you gonna do?
There's nothing I can really do. I'm currently tied up in the back of a snowmobile. I mean, bobsled, not snowmobile.
Right. So, just for a sense of what's going on, for these guys, their turn. Most of the people have gotten to the bobsleds by now. Most of them have gotten going. Pretty much, the one that you're on, Ant, is getting going. So at this point, there is one bobsled still parked, and that's the one Howard's in. And a bunch of the camp is trying to get Howard out of control of this bobsled. So a lot of people are lifting their guns and trying to take shots at him and Mandy by extension.
No, don't shoot them. Don't shoot at them.
So first, one shot is headed for Howard.
Oh no.
Which Howard has a really high DR. What the hell?
What's his
Why
DR?
is his DR is 19.
I was gonna say mine's 18.
Mine is also 18.
That's a high DR. Mandy's is really low then.
Oh no.
Mandy's is 16. Yeah, so someone takes a shot at Howard and it does hit. For let's see, 1d6 I think. Oh no. 6 points of damage.
Howard fucking died.
No, Howard's okay.
No, I'm just joking.
Howard doesn't quite die quite yet.
Oh no.
So that puts him at 4 hit points. And the other shot misses. Okay. Howard is going to go ahead and roll an agility save to get this cart going, this bobsled going. And he does. He fiddles with the reins a little bit and gets the bobsled going. So at this point, every bobsled is moving. So Papa Skuff, you have a whole sled to yourself, by the way.
I know.
Are you relishing in the fact that you have a whole ass sled to yourself?
Yes.
Okay, so here is the order of sleds from front to back. There's 2 from the camp, 1 with Papa Skuff, 3 more from the camp, 1 with Ant and Marcus in it, another one from the camp about the same place as Ant and Marcus, and the last one is the one with Howard and Mandy in it. It is Papa Skuff's turn.
All right. How close am I to the sled? Because I want to get like next to it, like side by side. You know what I mean?
Sled in front of you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say probably about 60 feet.
All right. That is a distance. I'm going to attempt to go faster.
There's also so in each of these sleds, there's just like various equipment, like weapons and drugs and shit, and food.
No, you said drugs.
So if you want to try to make use of some of the equipment in these sleds, you can.
Is Papa Skuff really gonna get high in the middle of a chase scene?
There's stuff. There is stuff that you could use to do what you please.
Well,
Don't get high in the middle of a chase scene, please.
as I'm like waiting for the wolves to catch up to the other wolves drawn sled, I'm going to kind of peruse the stuff. You said there are weapons in here?
Weapons, very just like various,
All right.
equipment that you might have found in the town.
Well, I'm gonna look through the weapons. Do I happen to find any form of revolver?
Not the revolver, but you do find a fairly simple loaded, just like a regular, 6-round revolver.
Well, I'm gonna be like, well, boy, howdy, and I'm gonna take that, and I guess ammo for it. If there's
there's ammo.
Yeah, okay. How much ammo?
Ammo. I don't know if we're even really keeping track of ammo because I haven't been.
No. Well, in that case, yeah, I'll take it, and I guess that.
I mean, I'll say there's ammo, and I know you should probably keep track of ammo, but I'll just say, for house rule, a vague sense of ammo. We're not going to do numbers, but I will expect you to pick up ammo every once in a while.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Seems fair.
Okay.
Every once in a while, you'll just run out or whatever. Not really doing numbers. Just because it's another thing you have to write down,
Mm-hmm.
I'd say you find a nice pipe revolver.
All right.
Just chilling in the back. That will be
God.
an AP cost of 4, a 1d8 die, and, 25 feet range. Let's see. It's a holdout weapon, and it is rusty. So what does that mean? Holdout. It can be concealed on a sneak check, and then it critically fails on a hit roll of 1 or 2. Car chase. It's all I wanted was a chase scene, and we mostly got it.
We did it.
I was expecting Ant to be on the cart in the front with Papa Skuff. I did, because I was expecting everyone to get to that cart and then Papa would start the cart. Nah, he's taking off on his own.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
So you guys get 2 bobsleds. You guys get 3 actually, but it's fine. It's fine. We're all good. This is actually more interesting than what I had.
Yeah, now I'm hostage, and I'm probably gonna actually have to beg for my life. Ant is definitely sitting here right now like, I did not think this out.
So yeah, I would say you pick up a pipe revolver.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then just a handful of ammo.
Just a handful of ammo, yeah. You just dunk your hand in and grab a fistful of it, and some of it falls between the cracks in your fingers, and you shove it in your pocket.
All right. Okay.
They're individual bullets.
And then after I'm just I'm gonna do the weird whippy thing with the with the.
And what are you trying to do?
Make the wolves go fast. You gotta catch up.
Oh, you're trying to shoot at the wolves?
No, like the fucking reins. I'm using the reins, like the,
Oh.
fucking no, Jesus, I'm not that dumb.
I thought you were trying to, like fire a
He
blank.
needs more Wolfheart to sustain his current form.
Okay. I thought you were trying to, like, fire a blank to really, like, spook him, you know?
God, no, I'm just using, like, the reins, like, trying. Time is the wisest counselor. Hey, Sai, so you know your counselor? Yeah, fuck him. Use time. That's what my
What are you
fortune.
talking
That's what
about?
my fortune cookie says.
Yeah.
Oh, that was out of fucking nowhere.
Sorry, I just opened up a fortune cookie, and that's what it said. Time is the wisest counselor.
What about, like, someone who's trained to do it?
Nah, time.
Have they been training longer than time?
Beep his name out, but I just gotta say it. Wow, fuck you. Fortune cookie said I should just wait.
What if time is the name of the counselor? I will put the Harvard clip from episodes and episodes ago of me just saying Harvard University.
Over.
Yeah, Papa Skuff, you're able to get the wolves to go a little bit faster, and you pick up speed, closing in on them to, I'd say, about 25 feet.
Okay.
Isn't that convenient?
Well, howdy. Well, I guess that's that. Just trying to catch up.
About 25 feet.
Well,
The range of the weapon you just picked up.
I don't want to shoot them. I just want to get up side by side with them.
Fair. Okay.
Probably be like, hi!
Oh, you want to get... That's right. Okay. In that case, it is Howard's turn. Howard is going to go ahead and... First of all, he is going to do his best to drive. Just drive and try to get around the one bobsled in front of him, between him and you, Ant and Marcus. And actually, I think he is going to look at Mandy and say, "Can you shoot?" And Mandy's going to look at him, like, aghast and say, What? Oh, yeah, shit. Okay. And, Marcus, it's your turn.
Okay. Are we the only ones on this sled?
So, on this sled is Marcus and the guy who tied Ant up, and just for convenience, I'll say Lieutenant Chen.
Okay. So, like, give me, like, a picture of, like, our positions on the sled.
On the sled. So I will say Marcus and Ant are in the back. Lieutenant Chin is on the reins, and the guy who tied Ant up, who I will give a name. I have a Wikipedia article that I've had open for several weeks of just Chinese names. So, list of common Chinese. This is surnames.
Have you had surnames open this entire time?
Since the last time we recorded, pretty much. A little after. I will...
Yang.
You know what? How long is this list? Is this like 100? It's about 100. I'm going to roll a D100 and pick the guy's name by random. So 51. Yao. Y-A-O. What was the question?
What are our positions on the sled?
Right, okay, so Lieutenant Chen is in the front. Ant and Marcus, you guys are in the back, and this guy, Yao, what would his title be? I don't know, Sergeant? Sure. Private Yao is between the groups, in the middle.
Perfect.
Yeah, what are you trying to do?
I want to covertly untie Ant. And I'm gonna use my screen to say to her, "Shh, quiet. You don't look like you want to hurt anybody. Me neither."
Well, yeah, of course I don't want to hurt anybody. That's
Shh! Quiet!
kind of why I surrendered, because I didn't want them to hurt my friends. I didn't want my friends to hurt anybody.
I would say the two in the front don't hear you say that. They're kind of preoccupied, talking
Well,
to
of
each
course
other.
they're not gonna hear it if I don't say
Well,
anything.
Ant's the one
No, Ant.
whispering.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Ant doesn't have a screen.
Sorry.
Ant is a human.
Ant.
Well, I told her to be quiet. Anyway.
Can you two try to handle the guys behind us, says Lieutenant Chin.
Me?
I think he's talking more towards Marcus. But
You said
yeah.
you too, so I was just like, me?
Oh, okay.
And like with Papa Scuff's bobsled, there is all the stuff that you specifically, Marcus, sorted through yesterday. There's all that stuff sort of piled in the back of the bobsled. There's various weapons, drug like stim packs and stuff. There's a couple cans of beer, just like chilling. That got loaded on. That's just future information because your turn was spent untying Ant. Mandy's turn. She is going to try to take a couple shots at probably not going to try to hurt the people in the sled, but more trying to damage the sled itself. She's going to try to take a couple shots at the sled in front of her, which is the one between which is the one sort of next to you guys. Ant and Marcus. She got a nat 1.
Did she hit?
With a nat 1? And then she got a nat 18. So with her second shot, so 19 to hit. She takes a shot. I think she's trying to like. I think the reins have like certain like a fixture on them or whatever that she's trying to knock off and maybe make them come loose. And she's going to go ahead and do 6 again damage to it. So I'm going to say a little fixture on the reins in the sled between you two comes off, and some of the wolves just go running off, leaving the bobsled sort of swinging behind one line of wolves. Before it was 2, now it's 1. So I think, yeah. So it's all haphazard and sliding out of the way. That's going to be an issue for Howard. Ant, it's your turn.
Okay, so does it take a turn to just, like, talk to Marcus real fast? Be like, what?
Talking is free.
Okay,
Talking is always
so
free.
I'm gonna just ask, like,
Why are you doing this? Like, aren't these people your friends that you're fighting with? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Are you asking why I untied you?
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, like I said, I can tell you don't want to hurt anybody.
But aren't these people you're traveling with? Like, I am really confused right now.
I don't know them that well.
But, like, won't they hurt you if they find out that you let me escape?
They don't have to find out.
But they, like, always find out. Isn't that how these types of stories work? Or, like, you know, like, they'll find out eventually, and then you'll get hurt. And, like, this just,
Okay, you're pushing it.
okay, I'm pushing the free zone.
You're pushing the free zone.
Would you like me to tie you back up?
I don't know.
Yes,
I don't
please.
know what's going on. Well, apparently Lillie wants plot.
No, no. You can talk, but like it's going to be over the course of several turns. I say,
Okay, I'm guessing like I'll take up my turn now by.
unless you're gonna do something while you're saying all of this, this is your turn.
Oh yeah. Wait, D20?
I didn't ask you to roll.
Oh.
I'm saying unless you're gonna do something while you're talking, this is your
okay,
turn.
I'm not gonna do anything, so I'm gonna just be like, what?
All right. It is the camp's turn. The camp, you know. Let's see. So, I'm gonna say the guys in the front are going to. This is bad news for the guys up front. The front bobsled suddenly snags something. It snags a big ass rock just sitting in the ground. They didn't notice it, and they are knocked off to the side. Taking the second cart with them, actually. And they are directly in front of you. Papa Skuff, I want you to roll an agility save. There are 2 bobsleds sort of piled up in front of you.
Okay. These 2 dice. And agility, you said?
Agility save.
101.
Holy shit. You're rolling really well. Right away you recognize the situation and you steer the wolves off to the right somehow. I don't know. How do you steer bobsled? I don't know. You steer the wolves off to the right. You tug on the reins and like right away they duck around them. Unfortunately, what this means is that you have slowed down enough for the people behind you to be right up on you.
Like, are they, like, next to me, would you say?
They're getting there.
It is my turn, yeah? So, like, can I still do stuff, or was that my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's your turn. That was just a save.
Oh, okay. So I could. Okay, I'm going to slow down so I would be right next to him. Okay.
All right. So they come around right after you, and they end up on your right.
Oh, okay, good. All right. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Okay, you can. This is what I want to do. Okay, you can. Okay, so I want to. We have a total of. I have. So sprinting cost 3 action points to do. Correct?
You're in a bobsled.
Yeah, it is correct. No, I'm saying. So I'm not seeing anything for jumping. Would you say jumping requires the same points as sprinting? Because I have.
Sure.
Okay,
Sure.
good. Because I have multiple things I want to do in this specific turn. Okay, I'm going to scream, "Witness me!" and I'm going to spray
Does
a
Matt
psycho or a jet into my face, like into my mouth, like that one scene in
Fury Road?
Fury Road, and then I'm going to use because that's 3 action points there. I'm going to use another 3 to jump on to attempt to jump onto their cart.
Okay, onto their bobsled. Okay.
Yep.
That's going to be lots of agility saves, but it's going to be an agility save.
Okay. Please. Okay, that is 67.
So there's one thing that you don't realize, and that is when you're moving at this high of a speed, the air velocity rushing above your head is enough to push you backwards. Well, push you backwards is not exactly the right terminology, but the physics work out so that when you jump, the air takes you back, and you fall into the snow.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, did you really just end up jumping into the snow? Like, fucking idiot!
Hey, you know what? I'd like to see you do better, Ant.
Well, don't be mean now!
So, and then as you are standing in the snow, most of the carts pass you. Papa Skuff. And most of the carts swing past you. Ant and Marcus, you guys managed to, I'm just going to say it because, like, you guys managed to get around the pileup. It was very far ahead of you. You saw it way in time. Plus, I mean, Lieutenant Chen saw it, really. He was the one steering. Howard is riding right past you, and he slows down just a little bit, and he sees you, Papa Skuff, in the snow. And he says, "Quick, get on."
Hop on, I guess.
Right. And I think that's going to be an agility save from both of you. See how that works. Because he's trying not to slow to a stop. He's trying to slow down just enough for you to get on.
97.
See, he got a 83. Yeah. So Howard swings right past where the pileup was. He stops right there. He doesn't stop. He slows down right there. And you hop on, like, right as the cart's moving, and he whips the reins again. You are now in the backmost bobsled with Mandy and Howard.
All right. Hey, guys, how's it going?
Mandy's turn. She's going to try to take another shot at the cart in front of them, which is swinging wildly because it is hanging by one rein and one wolf. The others have kind of run off into a direction. She's going to try to take another shot. That is a 14, misses, and 8 misses. So she's not doing very well shooting. It's a very... the bobsled in front of her is swinging so wildly that she tries to take a couple shots at the little fixture on the reins, misses entirely. Ant, it's your turn.
Alright, gotta continue talking to Marcus because what the fuck's going on? I'm going to ask him, like, okay, who are these guys you're with then, if you're just gonna release me, even though they clearly kind of wanted me as, like, ransom or something? Like, what's going on? Who are these people?
To be honest, I don't really know myself.
Why are you traveling with them?
They're the only people I know, I guess.
Well, I would offer you to travel with us, but I don't think we made a very good impression with my friend just stealing your bobsled nowhere. But
Yeah, I did work hard on loading those.
I'm sorry. But just, are the people you're traveling with evil? Are they good? But I just don't understand.
I don't think they're evil.
Okay. Are they gonna kill my friends?
I hope not.
Your uncertainty is really concerning.
That's why I had to untie you.
Oh boy. Do you want to jump off the back of this sled with me, or?
Next turn. The camp. I have a name for what their faction is called. I don't even think I said it. I might have actually said it, but I'm calling them the camp for now.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. Maybe you know, but these people at the camp, it is their turn. And the carts in the front, they actually are going to slow down and kind of swing back behind Ant and Marcus and the cart that's swinging wildly. And they're going to try and throw shit in front of you to stop you. Like, a couple of the guys start throwing beers at the snow in front of you. I'm going to have them roll a strength save, actually, to see how hard they can throw them. Actually, I'll have them roll a melee weapon save. It literally doesn't matter. I have no numbers. I'm just making them up. Gonna have them roll a melee weapons to kind of throw a thing. And that is a 85. So the guys throw some of the beers they found into the snow, and actually one of them bursts as soon as it hits the ground. It bursts into a puff of vapor and snow, just blinding you, Papa Skuff and Howard and Mandy. And for Papa Skuff, it's your turn. The puff of snow is in front of you guys.
I'm going to clear my face of the snow, I guess. Sorry, so what's the situation going on? So there's the two...
So, okay. You are in the backmost sled. The one in front of you, the guys have started throwing beers, like canned beers, into the snow, and one of them blew up. Like, one of them exploded into a puff of, what was once liquid alcohol.
And this, kids, is why you don't drink cheap beer.
You drink the good shit.
Get craft beers.
Get the good shit.
God.
So yeah, they throw a beer, and, well, I think two of them probably sort of explode as soon as they hit the snow, and there's a big puff of snow that just comes up and basically blinds the area in front of you.
Okay, so I can't see in front of me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know what? At first, misjudged this. I thought we were casually just playing around, but it appears that they have malicious intentions. I'm going to shoot blindly in front of me in the direction of where I last saw them.
That's going to be disadvantage.
Okay, that's fair. So, okay, how do I do this again? I roll a d20?
D20, yeah. And then you add your small guns. So it should be... What's your small guns?
Well, so, okay, good. I know the rest from here. Does a 5 hit anything?
It sure doesn't. You take you do get multiple shots.
Yeah. Sorry, how much AP is it? 4 AP?
4 AP for one shot.
Okay,
yeah.
so would you say I used any AP? Oh no, I didn't. Never mind. Okay. So 4. Okay, another shot. Oh, net 20.
with disadvantage.
Oh shit! Nat 20 time. Do we go to space? No. Okay.
That is such an.
6. So 6, 7, 8, 9.
I think. Because I think around April, like last year, I got maybe like in March or something. I got 3D20s,
So,
and I texted you the picture.
oh
And I was
yeah, I
like-
remember.
Listeners, we have a years-old joke where if we ever roll 3 nat 20s in a row, we go to space.
This was brought up during a
Instantly.
normal fantasy, like E5 game, if like 5e game, if you ever want to know, what type of game we were dealing with when the topic
So
of
if we
space
ever roll
came up.
3 20s in a row, legally, we have to go to space instantly.
The campaign just ends.
The
and,
campaign
we
doesn't
start...
end, but we do have to go to space. I will. It'll be like a hallucination or something. I don't know.
Wow. You just bonk your head really hard. Your character bonks their head and just goes like, oh my god, space.
It's not actually gonna we're not actually gonna do it. It's just a joke.
Aw.
Can I do anything else?
This is like a somewhat serious game.
I
It was
know.
okay for D&D because it was like we didn't give a shit.
I can't do anything else. So, pass my turn.
Anyway, whose turn? Right, that was your turn.
Yep.
Howard is going to roll a perception save with disadvantage. So, I will just tell you this. The percentile die, this is on the first roll of 2. The percentile die is 2 zeros, and the d10 is a 1.
Does that mean he literally got a nat 1?
He got a natural 1 on his perception save because of the snow. So that is a 15. Let's see if he gets somehow worse, which he literally can't. He got a 15. So he doesn't notice that the cart in front of them, through the snow, the bobsled in front of you guys, through the snow, has started throwing several weapons onto the ground, which fire into the air in front of you. And Howard, on a rapid impulse, he stops the cart, stops the bobsled. And as the snow clears, the rest of the bobsleds disappear into the distance. So, Ant and Marcus, you are... That's the end of the combat. It's not really combat. No combat really happened, but that is the end of this round. You guys have been separated.
Oh boy. Oh no.
And as the bobsled comes to a stop, Howard looks at Papa Skuff, and he looks at Mandy, and he says, well, what do we do now? There's no way we catch up with them.
No, shuck it. That's Mandy.
That was the lightest voice I ever heard. I don't know.
Mandy turns around and looks at you, Papa Skuff, and she is not happy. She doesn't look happy. She points a finger at you, and she says, this was all your fault. If you hadn't pulled some stupid scheme, we would still be all together right now. And we might not have this entire group of people against us.
Well, you see, the cart had my name on it, therefore it was mine, so technically this is their fault.
Shut up! I don't care! You need to fix this.
Alright. Hey, Mr. Fairy that fixes all problems. Fix this problem. Oh, okay. What the fuck am I supposed to do, Mandy?
Not steal. I don't. I think what she's trying to say is that maybe you should be a little more careful with your actions.
Your actions have consequences.
When will you learn? When will you learn that your actions have
Well, okay.
consequences?
Okay, look, we have a bobsled, right? We have these wolves. We have all of the stuff in this sled, and we know what direction they're going.
Let's beat 'em to Deadhorse.
Roll credits.
Papa Skuff overdosed on ketamine on the way there.
They said Alaska was so cold. They said to live there you gotta be oh so bold. They never knew just what we had till it was gone. Alaska, where'd you go? Alaska, where'd you go? Alaska, where'd you go? Why'd you go away? Alaska, where'd you go? Alaska, where did you go? Alaska, where'd you go? Why'd you go away? Yeah. They said Alaska must be cold. They said to live there you must be oh so bold. They never knew just what we had till it was gone, all gone.
Hello, everybody. This is your overseer, Lillie, here. Thank you, as always, for listening to this episode of Fallout Survivors of the North. This was episode 9, which I can't believe we've gotten to 9 episodes of this. Much further than I think we got with Boisterous Fellows, which doesn't exist. Don't go listen to it. It's terrible. We're getting into the 3rd act of Beat 'em to Deadhorse, sort of. Maybe end of 2nd act. But this arc is definitely longer than the first one. By a decent amount, probably at least twice its length by the time we get done with it. But we are getting closer to the end. We're at least in the second half. I want to apologize for the delay of this episode. I know I said it was going to be 2 weeks ago, and then it didn't happen, and then I said it was going to be like an hour and a half, and it's closer to an hour, but, you know, just a lot of real life stuff got in the way. So I got sick, and I came out, and there's lots of stuff that's happened in there. I actually signed an apartment lease for this summer in the meantime, so that's good news. However, despite the delay, I'm actually really, really proud of this episode. I think this is honestly one of the strongest episodes we've had in terms of just a good balance of drama and comedy and action. I think this is a really good episode, and I hope that we continue to have this kind of momentum with each episode. As always, if you want to support us, you can follow us on Twitter at FalloutSOTN, or you can tweet using the hashtag, again, hashtag FalloutSOTN, or hashtag Survivors of the North. If you do, we may end up getting in contact with you to let you name a character or a location on the show. We have a couple NPCs coming up from... It's stupid, but I went ahead and contacted our 69th follower. We are way past 69 now. We're past 100 now, but our 69th follower got to name a character, so that's fun. That guy should be coming up soon. You also, if you want to support the show, you can review us on iTunes. Really helpful. We see a few reviews there. Not many. Would like to have more. Shout out to r/VNV, the subreddit behind this game that we are playing. They've been very supportive. I shout them out every episode because we're playing the game they made, and they made it for free for everyone on the internet to enjoy. So hip hip hurrah for them. And they also have a Discord now where you can go and ask questions and hang out, and it's not active, but that's okay. Jimmy and I are in that Discord, so if you want to talk to us, we're there. In terms of announcements, that's about it. The next episode should be coming out on February 21st, 1 week after my birthday. I know, it's the worst birthday. It's on Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day doesn't exist, though. It's just my birthday day. Thank you, as always, for listening, and goodbye.